I've had an amazing season on the PWA World Tour, and in this video I want to go through my favorite moments of each tour stop. I put them in order of how impactful they felt to me, so let's get started with place number 5.
Big gust coming into the competition area as we get ready for this start. There's a huge gust coming through. We've got Maciek Rakowski near the boat. Becker's up there as well. Good start, Maciek Rakowski right on the money there. Amado Vrieswijk, who's going to go around in first place with a hell of a lead. Second place, it is Maciek Rakowski, both of them cleanly round. Then we've got Colombo, Becker. Amado Vrieswijk touches down but makes it through cleanly. Big gust and Bruno gets a little bit loose. Maciek stays on as Becker comes through up into third place. So 2 jibe marks to go. Amado Vrieswijk cannot afford a mistake. A second place would not be good enough. He back wins the sail, but he makes it round. Maciek Rakowski in second, Becker in third. It's looking solid. Has a little bit of a look there, but he's round cleanly. Maciek Rakowski round cleanly. Oh, look at that. Is that Matteo Iachino right back up into third place? And that is what he needs. He needs as many points as he can now. He's going to have to push Becker really hard. Becker's not going to give up. But there's only one winner in Elimination 6, and it is Amado Vrieswijk from Bonaire. Second place in this elimination, Maciek Rakowski finally. Matteo Iachino in third. That's a great comeback from him. Then we've got Becker, Martini, Colombo.
In 5th place, we have the final event of the season in Japan. And I was able to score a 4th place in the final elimination of this event, so also of the whole season. And yeah, for me, this is just a great way to finish this season.
It is. So Matteo Iachino has took the fin. This could be very interesting right now as we go down that bottom end though. We've got Amado Vrieswijk flying. We've got Enrico Marotti going well. Bruno Martini, and the foils have actually just gone powering past Matteo Iachino here. Jimmy Diaz getting a little bit spat out the back as we come into this first mark. I'm guessing there was a problem with the drone, which is why we haven't got it. So round in first, Enrico's very clue first for very long. It was like he hooked in. Maybe he hooked in there, but Enrico Marotti's had a shocker. In the front though, here we go, Bruno Martini. What's he got for us? Can he hold it together? That's the question. He has got the speed. He's just made too many mistakes in the past, but Bruno Martini round in first, then Maciek Rakowski, then Matteo Iachino, followed by Becker, followed by Amado Vrieswijk. Down that bottom end, Bruno Martini, Maciek Rakowski, Michele, Becker making a run through in third place. This is going to be an exciting finish to this race, no doubt about it. Bruno Martini in first, second place, Maciek Rakowski. Then we've got Michele Becker. Still on, Michele Becker is picking his way through the fleet. Could Michele Becker, the German, get a win on the PWA Tour here in Pozo? Bruno Martini has definitely not given up on that bullet right now. And the other places are going to be exciting. Matteo Iachino in about 4th place. Second place is Becker, but first place, Bruno Martini. 1 jibe mark to go in the final. Bruno goes round. Surely he's home and dry. Great jibe from Becker. Good jibe from Rakowski. From Bruno Martini from Italy. Looks like he's got this win wrapped up. Second place, Michele Becker. Great race from him as we charge towards the line. Any mistakes will be punished, and he is right on the edge, Michele Becker. But it is going to be Bruno Martini that takes the win. Or does he? Yes, Bruno Martini takes the win, punches the sky. Becker second, Rakowski third. Does that mean he is now leading this event?
Pozo was a really tough, a very physical event with tricky conditions, strong winds. It was the first strong wind event of the season, and I was super happy that I was able to score a 2nd place in 1 elimination, which showed me that I'm also competitive in strong winds, and yeah, that gave me motivation throughout the rest of the season. Before we get to to the top 3, I wanted to include this honorable mention about the IFCA foiling Europeans, which happened in Germany. And I was able to win the first 4 eliminations of this event, but then Nico Prien fought back strongly and he won the next 3. So with the next race, it would have been possible for him to get to equal points, and we had equal discards and everything. So it was very crucial for me to win the next race, to not let that happen. And it was actually the final race of the event. So I was able to walk away with the European foiling title.
So here we go, let's get lined up. We've got Matteo Iachino on the red sail, closest to us. Upwind of him, Becker, mixing it again with the big boys. And guess who it is? The Phantom himself, Niklas Goya, is mixing it up down this pin end. So maybe he means proper business in this final. But so does everyone else, and it's a
Michele,
great
Becker,
shot.
what a start.
What a start from Becker. Absolutely pinged out the middle. So does Nico Goya. Matteo Iachino looking pretty solid down here, but it looks like Becker and Goya are looking so good as we come into this first mark. It is going to be Niklas Goya going round in first place. He's turned it on for the final, and it is so close. Amado Vreeswijk is pushing now. That's what we want to see. Amado Vreeswijk in beast mode here, and the German is really pushing the top boys. And there we go. That was the Neil Pride of maybe Nico Prien or Enrico Marotti. I'm not sure who it was. One of the Pride boys just went down so hard. Nico Goya leads it, and the beast's gone down. Oh no, he hasn't. Oh my God, how did he manhandle that thing? He out in the lead though. Nico Goya looking very smooth. Michele Becker, then Amado Vreeswijk going pretty wide but safe. The beast is still in contention. Amado Vreeswijk in contention. For third place, that is, because out in the lead, Niklas Goya from France, it's versus Michele Becker, and Becker's got some speed. He's going for it. Becker's going for it.
No
Go
way.
on, Michele Becker.
Go.
He is not intimidated by Niklas Goya. He's got the speed. Wow. Look at the German go. He wants the win. Michele Becker going for his first ever win on the World Cup. Look in the third place as well. This is going down to the wire. Amado Vreeswijk in third. Then we've got the beast fighting with Matteo Iachino, but out in the front, Michele Becker going for his first victory on the PWA Tour. He's got Niklas Goya behind him, 41 knots in his pocket. He is not backing out, and Nico Goya is not backing out, and Nico Goya is not giving up, and he is now retaking the lead. Valiant effort from Michele Becker, but it is not enough to take out Nico Goya. I'm sure Nico will be the first guy to take his hat off and say a valiant effort, but in the end it's Niklas Goya that takes the 4th elimination. What a race. Michele Becker takes second, Amado Vreeswijk in third, the beast Johan So in 4th, and then Matteo Iachino in 5th place.
That was definitely a crazy moment. I still remember exactly how everything felt and how it looked when I decided to overtake Nico Goya on that very last jibe mark in the 4th elimination. And I was leading the final, I think, for about 30 seconds, and it was unbelievable. One of the best 30 seconds of my life. But then in the end he was able to overtake me again, but that's fine. I still have that moment, and just crazy.
Going into the start. It's a great start in the middle from Maciej Rakowski, but even better start from Becker, the German. Could he win the first elimination of Silt 2023? The German has definitely gone for it in front of the home crowd. Michele Becker coming through in first place. So the German round in first place with quite a nice lead. Maciej Rakowski in second place. Then we've got Matteo Iachino, and Maciej Rakowski's gone down. Tell you what, Becker is going to be hard to catch. We know how much he's come back in all those races, which tells us he's got the speed, but I didn't expect to see this after a reach and a half to have such a lead over the second place rider. He hasn't won a final yet. This would be his first ever final. Could he do it in Germany? I mean, he's raced this place so many times. He knows exactly what he's doing. Can he keep it together? Great jibe from Becker. Love to see it. But Becker, in these conditions, that is a hard one. I mean,
he had a good start. He won the battle of the pin against Matteo Iachino, past world champion. In the semi-final he got screwed there, and now I think he took one back on Matteo. Matteo is on his edge though, so it's gonna be 2 more jives, so let's see how it goes.
He looks comfortable though, he looks comfortable. Michele Becker, the dark horse, the German, trying to get his first ever. Only a little bit of a wobble there, a little bit of a wobble, but manages to disguise it, and he's still going. Matteo Iachino has not given up on the first place. 1 jibe mark to go. Michele Becker is going to be a little bit nervous now, needs to keep this jibe together. If he does, surely it has to be his first win on the PATRIK Tour. Day number 1 here in Sylt, and this is the first elimination. He would be leading World Cup Sylt after the first elimination. He just needs to make a jibe, but it's a great jibe, but it is a really nice jibe from Matteo Iachino, although he touches down. He touches down, and Becker is edged out even further. What a result this would be. He's going to be getting all the interviews, he's going to be getting all the press after this elimination. He's got probably half an hour to enjoy it if he can make it through. Oh, and he's still going. He's looking good. He has a little look over his shoulder. Keep it together, Michele. Come on, son. Going for his first win. The German in the first race of Sylt 2023. The smile is creeping onto his face. You can see it, and there we go. He crosses the line in first place. Let's see the face, because that is Matteo Iachino in second. Wow, he's happy with that. He is taking, it'd be hard to take the smile off his face. Yeah. What a race result there.
Amazing, amazing.
What would we have? I didn't even see the other results.
Maybe you are surprised to see my first elimination win just in second spot of this ranking. For sure, I feel like I'm repeating myself, an unbelievable moment. The best achievement I've got in my career so far, but there is one moment which maybe is even more or was more impactful. Before we look into that, quick shout out to Wind Lounge, my partners and sponsors. They're running an online surf shop focusing on customer service, so if you need some wingsurf gear or windsurf gear, check them out, the link will be in the description. And now let's enjoy the first place on this list.
It's a good start. It's a good start for Matteo Iachino down that bottom end. Not so good for Enrico Marotti. He's
already
actually
on top,
drifted
flying
quite
down.
bad. Matteo Iachino is going to go round in first place. Then we've got Nico Preen, Bruno Martini on the inside, then Jordi Vonk, then Michele Becker. Then we've got Enrico Marotti having a bit of a shocker by his standards. Michele Becker trying to keep it down. Could he make his first final of 2023? Is it his first final ever if he was to stay in 4th place? But he has got one man behind him who is devastatingly fast. Enrico Marotti is absolutely flying down this reach. He is making ground on the top 4 all the way. I don't know if they're going to hold him off. I think Becker's got to take someone ahead of him because Enrico Marotti is coming back strong. It goes round. Good jibe from Becker. And he is actually right on the tail of Bruno Martini. Enrico Marotti, though, is the one we've got to watch on that Neil Pride in 5th place. How is this going to play out? We've got 1 jibe mark to go. Enrico Marotti is reeling them in. Michele Becker has got to have a good jibe here. He's going to have a go at Bruno Martini. Round in second is Preen. Then we've got Bruno Martini, Enrico Marotti on the inside, Becker around the outside. It is so close. Bruno Martini, Becker and Marotti. And Becker has done an excellent jibe on this top end. Michele Becker has maybe just done the jibe of his life. And he is in a qualifying position from the angle we're looking at here. We've seen it before. It can be deceptive, but what a jibe from the German. How is this going to finish? We've got Matteo Iachino winning it. Then we've got Nico Preen in second. 3rd place looks like it's between Bruno Martini and Michele Becker, but the angle is deceptive. We've got Enrico Marotti on the outside. So there we go. Iachino wins it. 2nd place is Preen. It looks to me like it is Becker and Bruno and Enrico Marotti had to push on the last jibe, but something went wrong.
Who would have thought that a semi-final is on top of this list? Yeah, some may be surprised, but as I said before, I listed them in the order of how impactful they felt for me, and this was the first elimination of the season, and I came to this year to the PWA with way lower expectations. So it was crazy for me that I made this first winners final of my life, and it was a really tough fight against a very good sailor, Enrico Marotti. He actually overtook me just before the last mark, and I really had to fight hard. I told myself that yeah, this is the moment. I really wanted. I gave it all. My arms were burning. I still remember in the long wetsuit, it was super cold, light winds. Everyone had to push their gear, and this gave me a completely new mindset and motivation for the whole season. So in my opinion, it fully deserves to be at the top spot of this list.